Hello and welcome to my channel. So today I kind of wanted to do something kind of chill, something a little, no pressure. And I decided to just kind of record one of my digital sketching sessions so that I didn't have to think too hard about it. School is starting for me, so I've been very busy trying to get ready for that. So I decided to just kind of keep this very easy, just record myself drawing. So what you'll see me draw is kind of like character design ideas for a D&D game that I was gonna play. So the D&D concept, the storyline is kind of like you have your human character and then a D&D version of them, or a D&D character that your character plays, because the concept is kind of like your human is in this town and on Halloween night something interesting happens, kind of unextraordinary, and that is basically that they turn into their D&D character that they play or something. So I think it's a really fun concept and I'm very excited. When I was designing them, it was obviously before the game so that it'd be easier to introduce a character with even rough visual reference. So, this isn't too exciting. I want it to be very loose, very rough, because personally I have a hard time doing digital sketching. I think that when I draw, I tend to be very stiff, especially digital. I have kind of a mindset of if it's digital, then it should be a finished piece. And I want to get better at not doing that. So here's a way of practicing, just doing something that I know that does not need to be finished, which is kind of this concept art or concept sketches of D&D characters. And I think that it did help me loosen up a bit, but I still feel like I could go totally looser. I really like sketching in my sketchbook and using color pencils or ballpoint pens, because it really forces me to not be precious about what I'm doing. Color pencils, you can erase them, but they're kind of hard to erase. And ballpoint pen, you just gotta live with whatever mistakes you make, whether you keep pushing on or just move to a different part of the page. And digital, I can erase however I want. I can create a new layer. I can just clear it all out if I want to. So it definitely makes me feel like this has to be nice because I have so many tools to be able to make it look nice that making it look kind of messy or not finished kind of feels weird to me. So trying to get better at that. But yeah, so I have my two characters who I have as boyfriends. The first one, his name is Yukinari, and then the second one, his name is Clover. And so kind of my backstory for them is that they moved to this new town that this D&D campaign, or this one shot really, is taking place on. I believe it was called Hollowfield. I don't remember. I'm filming this voiceover after the one shot, and I just don't remember. I feel really mad because we do a lot of our D&D sessions at nighttime, and I get tired very, very easily. Even if I did nothing all day, D&D takes a lot of my brain power. So sitting there and listening, it can be hard, especially as, it slowly goes into 1 hour to 2 hours to 3 hours. My eyes are slowly drooping and it can be hard, but I try to pay attention. But yeah, so I believe it was Hollowfield. I do apologize if that is not correct. But so it's kind of they moved into this new town that the other player characters are going to be living in, or they were living in, or they also either just moved in or they've been there for a while. But it's kind of something cultish is basically happening during this Halloween, where a blast of green light just appears and causes just you're the character to turn into a D&D character while a bunch of other people disappear. So it's definitely kind of like a mystery, like what happened? Why am I like this? I thought it'd be very fun to have a Dragonborn character. So Yukinari plays a Dragonborn. I came up with backstories for the D&D characters, even though it technically doesn't really matter about their backstories. But I have like the Dragonborn being someone who lives in the forest, so he's kind of like a druid who is kind of like outcasted for some reason. I haven't really decided because I didn't really need to come up with too much of a backstory, but he lives in the forest, and like the only reason like he leaves his forest is that he will take any job really and will do anything for money. But I have him have like a soft spot for like kids. I really like that trope. I really realized that I like it after watching The Witcher with Geralt of Rivia, who's a total softie. I love reading all the fan fictions that have him, be this tough, gruff man. But on the inside, he's just a little baby boy who just wants love and affection. So I love that trope. And then for Clover's character is a little halfling bard who just wants adventure, just wants to tell stories and sing songs and just meet strong people, because I think it'd be fun if Clover's character, which is a halfling, her name is Bom, B-O-M, who just, she's just so small, and I want her to kind of like draw attention to herself since she is a bard, and, I think it'd just be interesting for her to be interested in strong people. She's like, I know that strength is not my strong suit, but strength is yours. So it'd just be interesting if I attach myself to you and kind of see what happens. And so having these two dynamics of like, the big gruff man and then the halfling who's so tiny and just wants to see, strong people. I think it'd be so fun if, she was performing in a pub and the Dragonborn walked in and she's like, you are a strong man and therefore I will follow you everywhere. So I think it'd just be super fun to see how the two characters would play off each other if, like, hypothetically they were real D&D characters, since, they're not, I guess they are real D&D characters, but they're like my character's D&D characters, so I didn't have to think too much about it. But yeah, now they're here. I think it was very fun trying to come up with them. I love creating characters, so just like D&D's perfect for me because that's really the fun part of creating characters and then being able to like act it out or whatnot. But yeah, so this was just really fun. Like the one shot was so fun. I had a lot of fun, even though at the end I was getting so tired. I apologize. By 10 o'clock, I'm like, it's time to wind down and get ready for bed. So late night D&D, not the most ideal for me, but here they are. Here's Yukinari's page and his Dragonborn, who I named Dakumori, which is just like Dark Forest Japanese, basically. And then here's Clover, and then Bom Deng, his halfling bard. And then I should have a page of like a lineup of all of them together, most specifically Yukinari's and Clover's actual height. Wow, I just kind of pasted their characters together. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you watching all the way to the end. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, all that, YouTube jazz. But yeah, hopefully now that school started, it's my last semester of college, so hopefully I can make more videos, but it might be a little bit just because I'll start getting busy. But thank you so much. Bye.